Hello, my dudes. I feel weirdly car sick right now, and I'm not in a car. So that's weird. Welcome back to Tangent Telephone. Today, I want to go through some of the Am I the Asshole things that I was talking about like 3 weeks ago, I believe, and I didn't get to it. I want to do those because I feel like I need a break from talking about my personal life on here for a minute, okay? I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it to you. I don't want to talk about it to anyone. I don't even want to think about it. So we're not going to really do that. But last week I didn't pick something from the phone booth, so I'm going to do that too. I'm trying to think if there's any updates I can give that are like not that serious. Oh, there's a pole in my kitchen, like a stripper pole. So that's a thing. Someone that lives in my building came and installed it for me last week, I believe. He's also a YouTuber. Shout out Jeff. Thank you for giving me a pole. The reason it's in my kitchen is because it was too short for like where I wanted it to be, which was not in the fucking kitchen. But I have really tall ceilings here, and the only ceiling that was like low enough is just this one area of my kitchen. And like it's fine because it's sort of acting as like a divider between my kitchen and, I wouldn't call it the living room, just another area of my apartment. But it is a little weird if you look at it from one side and you can like see the refrigerator behind it. It's a little weird. But it was really my only option. I plan tonight on looking up some YouTube videos and figuring out how to pole dance. Because yes, I do have a pole, but no, I have never tried pole dancing. But you bet your fucking bottom dollar that I'm about to become either really good at it, or it's going to be one of those things that I thought I wanted to do and then I don't keep at it long enough, and now I have a pole. It's not drilled into the ceiling though, I will say. So we were a little worried about, I had to assure Jeff that I'm not going to sue him. It's basically acting as like a vertical tension rod for curtains. Hopefully it doesn't fly out and I don't paralyze myself. And hopefully I'm not accidentally manifesting that, because, oh my gosh, speaking of accidental manifesting, I think I accidentally manifested the earthquake that happened in LA yesterday. I tweeted a few days ago, listen, Hillary, this is LA. We don't do hurricanes. We do earthquakes. Hurricane Hillary, it was actually super weird yesterday. All day it was like storming, and it was so odd because it has been like so hot. And then honestly it kind of fit the vibe of my day because I was like super hungover yesterday and there was a hurricane and an earthquake. It was a very out of body day for me yesterday. I don't understand how the fuck an earthquake just happened to occur on the same day that a hurricane was passing over Southern California. I feel like that's super fucking weird. It's still kind of weird outside today. I heard that like all of the LA school districts canceled school today, which is weird because it didn't even rain today. It has been fine. But that was a thing that happened, and now I can say that I have lived through a hurricane. I'm sure by next week I'll be wanting to talk about my escapades again. I'm going to be in Vegas this week, and also my best friend flies in this weekend, so oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I'm definitely going to do a couple of episodes with her. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be back to wanting to talk about that next week. I just feel like, I just this week, Okay, I'm gonna pull something from the phone booth because this is Tangent Telephone, and I think either 1 or 2 weeks I skipped pulling something out. Take a BuzzFeed quiz. Okay, well, I guess this is just like the day of the internet. Does BuzzFeed still have quizzes? Is BuzzFeed even? I'm sure it's still a thing, but like, is anyone reading it? Is anyone paying attention to it? I'm just gonna bring my laptop on my lap because I'm going to be needing it for these Am I the Assholes? Asshole? Asshole. BuzzFeed.com. Let's see. Trending quizzes. I don't know anything about that. I still haven't seen the Barbie movie, so I can't do that one. I don't know shit about Animal Crossing. Why are these all so weird? There's like Lord of the Rings, Snow White, Animal Crossing. No. We will do, first of all, this one is, we can tell which Starbucks drink you're most like based on your seemingly random preferences. I doubt it. And then there's, what's your soulmate's first initial? Eat only snacks to find out. Okay. I feel as though we should do both of these. Okay. So this is apparently going to tell me which Starbucks drink that I am most like. What's your ideal way to start the day? Wake up early for a morning jog. No. Hitting snooze a few times and then rushing to get ready. No. Oh, also, ignore this fucking I don't know if you can see it. I'm sure you can. Clearly I had a spray tan and then I had a little band-aid on, and so now I have a weird situation happening on my arm. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, if you're wondering if I still have pneumonia, I do. I would love for it to go away. I feel like the amount of phlegm or mucus or whatever it is that has been in my body for the past few weeks is like alarming, and I don't like it. Okay, back to the quiz. Meditating and setting positive intentions for the day. Enjoying breakfast while scrolling through social media. I don't do any of these first thing in the morning, but I would say the closest would be meditating and setting positive intentions for the day. I don't look at my phone for like the first 2 hours of the day. Definitely never woken up to jog. Okay, so we're gonna go with meditating and setting positive intentions. I guess that is definitely something that I do. What's your go-to accessory? A watch? No. Statement earrings? Necklace or bracelet? Scarf or beanie? Where's rings? Is my question, because since I was 12 years old, I have always worn approximately 14 to 17 rings on my fingers. At this very moment, you may be saying, you're a liar. You only have, what do I have on? 4 right now? That is because when you suck dick, it is polite to take off all of your fucking rings. Unless you're trying to like shred some shaft. Shred some shaft. Say that 5 times fast. Shred some shaft. Shred some shaft. Oh my gosh, I just created a new tongue twister. I feel like that's hard to do, to create a new one that doesn't already exist. Oh my god. You better right now stop and try to say that 5 times fast, because that is maybe the hardest tongue twister ever. Shred some shaft. Shred some shaft. Why are we talking about? Oh, wearing rings. Right. You don't want to hello? You don't want to shred someone's shaft, so take off your rings. Shred some shred some. That is so hard, and I'm good at tongue twisters, okay? Unique New York. Damn it. Anyway, try that with your friends. Shred some shaft. No, don't try that. Take off your rings, but try the tongue twister. Well, it would either be earrings or necklace or a bracelet, because I do wear... It's necklace. I don't wear bracelets. I can't find a bracelet that will fit me. I wear bracelets as anklets. Anywho, pick a vacation destination. Hiking trip in the mountains, big city with endless entertainment, relaxing beach, countryside retreat. I like all of these, but at this very moment, and recently I have been saying that I want to go on a beach vacation, so I'm going to pick that. How do you spend your weekends? Trying out a new workout or outdoor activity, exploring new restaurants and cafes with friends, attending wellness workshops, or meditating, watching your favorite shows or movies. Where is blacking out and doing very questionable things? That's not an option. Probably exploring new restaurants and cafes with friends, although it's more like, well, no, I do that. It depends on the phase of my life that I'm in, but I do like going to cafes. Choose your favorite color. Red, blue, green, beige. First of all, who would choose beige? Blue is my favorite color. And finally, what's your favorite type of music? Pop hits, indie tunes, acoustic songs, classic rock. Bitch, my favorite type of music is not here. Why would they... What? Acoustic songs it's not really a genre. I don't understand why they didn't do like pop, R&B, rap, hip-hop, country even. Okay, out of these, I'm gonna pick indie. That's just the best option here. I am not a caramel macchiato, I don't think. Actually, I kind of am. Wait, what does it mean? You have a unique and creative personality that shines through in everything you do. Just like this drink's combination of flavors, you're a harmonious blend of different traits. I was hoping they would give me like the milk situation too. Like, is it almond? Is it oat? Is it soy? I thought that I was going to be a matcha latte, but that was just wishful thinking, I guess. Okay, next, I want to find out the first letter of my soulmate's name, and then we can move on to, where did the quiz go? Where the fuck did the quiz go? I pressed the back button and suddenly I'm never going to know the first initial of my soulmate? Are you kidding me? Why are they trying to ruin my life? I just pressed back and that quiz is gone. Fuck you, BuzzFeed. Okay, I found it. What's your soulmate's first initial? Eat only snacks to find out. Choose some... What is this quiz? Choose some food. Macarons, burger, mac and cheese, fruits, salad, pizza. Obviously pizza. What is this quiz just picking foods? Choose more food. Bitch. Chocolate chip cookie, bread, pasta, cheese. Okay, I'm picking bread. Choose more food. Burrito, nachos, rice, cereal. I'm gonna go with nachos. Choose some more food. Wow, whoever made this quiz, I hope they get a raise. Eggs, popcorn. Already popcorn immediately. ice cream or tacos. Choose your last meal. Fries, hot dog, dumplings, waffles. Definitely fries. And now apparently, based on that information that I just provided, we're going to find out who my soulmates, or what the first initial of my soulmate is. S or C? Everyone I know whose first name starts with a C is like the worst person on the planet. Okay, well that was stupid. Let's get into I was about to say I am the asshole. Let's get into I am the asshole. Okay, I had my unpaid producer pick some of these. Well, pick all of these, but I think he just went through. They all say like 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. And I think after a certain period of time of it being on Reddit, at the top it'll say like asshole or not the asshole, and none of these say that yet, so it's gonna be unbiased. I feel like I'm always sitting in such a manly way. Okay, first one, let's go. Am I the asshole for demanding respect from my daughter-in-law, and if she can't, then get the fuck out? It's crazy how many times this person switched tenses in that sentence. I'm a young mother-in-law. I'm only 39. Had my kids pretty young, and I'm very lucky that my husband makes a lot of money so I don't have to work. I was a stay-at-home mom for a long time, and once they started to spread their wings instead of going to work, my husband and I decided I would be a homemaker and be active in the community. That's what I've been up to, and I try to make the community a better place. Okay, queen. Now my oldest son is 22 and married, and I was really excited until I met her. Oh no. In general, she is a very business-focused person that is very blunt. I actively dislike her, but I try to be polite for my son's sake. A few examples of why I don't like her. There's so many issues in how this is written, I'm going to try and correct it as I'm reading it. Her wedding gift. I handed over, saying it was from me and my husband. She responded back with, just your husband, since I know it wasn't your money that paid for it. Saying I am volunteering, well, that's not a real job since it doesn't make money. It's passive-aggressive, and yes, I have talked to my son about it, and even once with her, he's tried to clear the air. We had a get-together last night, and I made a homemade meal. When I was plating everything, she came up and made the comment, no wonder I could make a home-cooked meal. I don't do anything else with my day. I lost it and told her that she needs to respect me or get the fuck out of my house. She was shocked and then started to cry when I did kick her out. My son is pissed and we had a huge argument, and he called me a huge asshole. I need an outside opinion. I think this lady's son's wife sounds like a cunt, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't think this poster is the asshole. I think, honestly, both the son's wife and the son are in the wrong here, because the son should not let his wife disrespect his mom like that. I can't imagine, just thinking of like previous boyfriends' moms and like how I spoke to them and how I interacted with them. Like, I cannot imagine being such a bitch. Like, what the fuck is her problem? What insecurity does she have that she has to do that? I don't blame this person. If someone was in my house and they were like, oh, no wonder you can make food because you didn't do anything else with your day, maybe I would be like, you can leave, bitch. Maybe come back tomorrow for another meal and I'm gonna poison it. Definitely not the asshole. Am I the asshole for not inviting my sister to my baby shower? My husband and I have been trying to have a baby for several years. We had a really hard time conceiving, but after a few years of trying, we finally got pregnant. We told our family the news and told them the baby names we had picked. Violet for a girl. That's my niece's name. That's my oldest niece's name. She's 13. She just turned 13. I'm like, bitch, I was there when you were born. I was like 14. So weird. Anyway, Violet for a girl and Carson for a boy. We unfortunately lost the baby in the second trimester. Then we experienced 2 more miscarriages, both in the first trimester, and went through a couple of more rounds of failed IVF. It was a very difficult and traumatic time for us. We visited my family over 2022 winter holidays, and my sister announced that she was pregnant. I was genuinely happy for her until she told us the names they'd chosen. Violet for a girl, Carson for a boy. Whoa, what the fuck? I took her aside and told her that I was very happy for her pregnancy, but hurt and confused that she would choose our baby names, especially with everything we've been through. And she basically said, don't try to pull the miscarriage card on me. You can't call dibs on a name. I tried talking to her a couple more times about it, but each time she'd say things like, you might never have kids, you can't just keep those names in reserve forever. Oh my gosh. And it was just so hurtful. I stopped bringing it up for the sake of keeping the peace, and after a few months, she told my parents she wasn't going to use either of those names, but wouldn't tell anybody what name they had chosen. Fast forward to a couple months ago, and she gave birth to her baby girl, Violetta Carson. But Carson is spelled Karsyn instead of the original Carson. Karsyn. Oh my goodness. Violetta Carson. And I'm just so hurt. I found out in the early spring that I'm pregnant, and I'm far along enough now that the doctors feel pretty good about everything, and we've let our families know last month. My mom and her friends had planned a baby shower, but I told her that I don't want my sister invited. My mom said I'm being an asshole for not inviting her over the baby name, but at this point, it's not even about the name to me anymore. It's the malicious comments, the lack of compassion, and the overall pettiness. Am I the asshole for not inviting my sister? For further context, prior to this, my sister and I were on decent terms. She's always been competitive and attention-seeking. Growing up, she'd find ways to one-up me or make my special occasions, like my birthday or high school graduation, all about her, but never to this extent. Okay, absolutely fucking, your sister is a cunt. And that is just my conclusion. That is so insane to me. It's not like she was just like listing off potential names for if, you know, eventually they have a kid and like these are some of their options, but like she was pregnant and in the second trimester, and so there was a baby, and they were saying if it's a boy, Carson, if it's a girl, Violet. And then they lost that baby. And then her sister still was just like, I'm going to take both of those names. And then didn't understand why she was pissed off. And then eventually still took both of those names and just changed them a tiny bit. Ugh, I hate this. No, I definitely would not invite her to my baby shower. I mean, it sucks. Like, damn, if you don't know, I have 5 older sisters. One of them passed away. I have 4 older sisters that I can't even put myself in the situation because this would just never be a thing with any of us. Like, that's so crazy. It almost seems like spiteful and malicious, which is really weird because it's like a whole ass human. I need to move on because this is pissing me off more than it should. These are so long. Am I the asshole for being embarrassed with my cheapskate boyfriend? We've been dating for about 4 months, and mostly it's been good. He's cute, smart, and very successful. The only downside is that he's almost addicted to buying things that are on sale or have coupons, despite being a VP at his company. I'm not talking about sometimes or even most of the time. I would be alright with that. He never buys anything at full price. Never. Okay, bitch. Am I your boyfriend? Because same. This is already wild. Why would you want someone to buy something at full price if they're getting let's continue. He plans his cooking around what's on sale that week at the grocery stores. That sounds like most people. All of his clothes were bought on sale or clearance, even his socks and boxers. Last week we were at my friend's house for dinner and she commented on his shirt. He proudly said he got it on clearance last year for $20. I was mortified. Girl, what? Lastly, we don't go to any restaurant unless he finds a coupon or they're running some kind of special. Things came to a head last night when we went out to dinner. He had a digital coupon for buy one, get one free. For some reason, the restaurant's computer didn't recognize the deal and the poor cashier couldn't make it work. We were holding up the crowded line because he refused to pay for both dinners. Finally, the cashier called the manager, but he was busy somewhere else in the restaurant. While we waited, the people behind us were getting annoyed. I was so embarrassed, I left him standing in line by himself and went to the car. How can someone write this and not be self-aware enough to realize that they are the asshole? We argued the entire drive home. We were supposed to go to the movies because he got free tickets, but I wasn't in the mood, so he dropped me off. We haven't texted today at all. When I talked to my friends at brunch, they didn't see a problem with it, and I found it frustrating that they didn't understand how embarrassing it is. Am I the asshole, or is this normal? You are not only an asshole, but, like, dumb. First of all, she's not even saying, like, he thrifts all of his clothes, even his underwear. I thrift a lot of my clothes. The majority of my clothes are, like, secondhand. But it's not even that. It's, like, they are new clothes, but they just were on sale or clearance. What is wrong with that? What? Even your friends didn't see a problem with it. Okay, this is the last one, and it's kind of long, but let's just do it. Am I the asshole for being a pick-me and not defending a woman who was forced to drive home alone at 2 a.m. in an unfamiliar area? Interesting. 2 of my best friends, Chris and Matt, 23 male, have been taking birthday trips together for years. They're both born in August, so they pick a weekend that works for everyone, and we all go on a small road trip vacation. They started this tradition a few years before I became really close with them, but to my knowledge, there were never any issues in the years before I started coming, and I know there haven't been any since. There's usually a group of 5 of us, with our friends Nathan and Nick also in attendance. Wait, is this a dude writing this? Other people have joined, especially during Chris's college years, and it's always been great. My point is, it's always a great time and there have never been any issues before, blah, blah, blah. This year, Matt's girlfriend attended. Things got off to a rocky start since instead of carpooling the way we typically do, Matt and Chris in one car, plus me, Nate, and Nick in the other, or all riding together, she wanted to ride with him separately. We could tell this annoyed Matt. The drive there and back is usually a highlight of our trip, but he agreed. Over the course of the 4 nights we were there, she was miserable for all of them. These trips are usually very unstructured, and she just seemed restless. She continually suggested we drive to a fancier restaurant for a birthday meal, and everyone kept politely sidestepping the topic. Chris would come to us pissed off every single night because she would interrupt them, beg Matt for at least 30 minutes to come to bed with her at 11 p.m., and then eventually go to bed by herself when he wouldn't. I guess it was because I was the only other woman there. Okay, see, I wanted to know that at the beginning. I was thinking you were like a dude this whole time, and I was a little bit confused by this. But she began clinging to me on night 2. I played along and tried to get to know her, but it was mostly just her talking. She complained about Chris for a large portion of that time, saying he took up too much of Matt's time, etc. Now, I'm a girl's girl forever, but this is a woman I've known for mere days compared to best friends of mine that I've known for years. Obviously, I tell the boys about this while we're out at a diner at like 2 a.m. When we come back, girlfriend is fuming and claiming it's so unsafe that we left her at the house alone, sleeping without telling her that we were leaving. Matt was over it and asked her to leave, citing the things she said about Chris and how angry she had been throughout the whole trip. She called me a pick-me and claimed I should know as a woman how unsafe it is to leave her alone and ask her to drive home at 2 a.m. in an area she doesn't know well. The friends I've told this to have all had mixed reactions. I'd like outside perspective. Honestly, fuck the girlfriend. We don't like her. She's ruining the friends trip. She can't hang. Regardless of everything else, regardless of is this person a pick-me or not. First of all, they went to a diner while she was sleeping. I'm assuming they locked the house and she was probably fine. They didn't leave her in an unsafe situation. She was in a home. No, I think that Matt's girlfriend is shitty, not this person. I don't know about asking her to drive home at 2 a.m., maybe like the next morning, but that's not this person's problem. Yeah, honestly, overall, I just think that girlfriend sounds like not a fun person to hang out with. And Matt, you should probably get out of there, okay? No one likes when a new girlfriend comes in, or boyfriend, actually, and just like is a fun sucker. No one likes that. Why would you not want to like make friends with your significant other's friends? Anyway, like I said at the beginning of this, I was like, I'm car sick. I'm feeling car sick still. I don't know what that's about. You know, it's like a specific description, but it's like feel kind of out of it and like nosh. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be it for today. Sorry we are a little low energy. It was a hurricane and an earthquake yesterday, so I'm a little shaken up. No, I'm very low energy today and feeling very car sick. Thank you for listening or watching. Be sure to give 5 stars and leave me a review. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. Subscribe on YouTube. You know the drill. Do all of the things. And I think my cat is throwing up.